What's this moment like for you as it soaks in?
Man, just all the work I've been putting in up to this point, it just shows a testament to that. Because, while I was going through it, while I was going through those tough times, it was so much uncertainty. Like, I didn't know, when my time was coming. I didn't know, when my name was going to be called. I went in, I think, against Minnesota, at Minnesota for a little bit, and I came in again against Michigan, and the game was already decided. But it's hard. Like it's a lot harder than it's set out to be. Like, yeah, you can tell me, stay ready, stay ready, stay ready. I can't tell you how many times I heard that said to me, but actually though, like, stay ready. Like, the time I've been in the gym, before practice, after games, like. That what you saw tonight was just all that. It was just all that work that I've been putting in, since I've been out.
Was it a challenge to kind of keep your head in it at all?
Yes, I think that's the biggest challenge.
Yeah.
Mike and I talked, a little while back, and I mentioned to him just talking to my support system. My mom, other guys that are close to me, being there, talking to them, and on those days where, I'm up late after a game, shooting in the gym by myself, and a million thoughts are going through my head, and, I just need somebody to vent to. I think that was huge in this situation mentally. I think that was the biggest part because, I can come out here, and make a few shots or whatever, and, guard, but like, can I stay mentally engaged, every game, because I don't know when I was going to get called. It just so happened, a couple guys got into some foul trouble, and I was ready to go.
How hard that after IU game? You got in the gym. You were in Nike that night, right?
Yeah. How hard was it to not try to do too much when you got out there? I'm sure that was an exciting moment when you got back out there, especially in this environment.
Honestly, not at all, man. I was just taking what came to me. I hadn't played, practice and a game is two totally different things, and you can definitely get out of rhythm, if you're not playing, every night. But I was just taking what the defense was giving me, playing off my teammates, and that's really what the coaches' spiel has been to me, and I'm upset, that it took me, this long to finally figure it out, but everything happens for a reason.
What did Micah's message to you in the handshake line kind of mean?
It meant everything, I don't think him and I had a relationship like anybody else on the team. I spent so much time with him outside of practice, working out in the gym, sneaking in the gyms, working out in the gym in the dark, going to watch his sons play, getting to meet his family, things like that. So that moment, it was special. It was special.
You just said you're kind of upset it took you this long to figure it out. What was it you think you figured out?
Like I said, just being able to play, on this really, really good team that we have. Everything is, I want everything. I want to be a good player so bad, and then I kind of get in the way of myself. When I'm trying too hard. Just let the game come.
Just the way the crowd embraced you.
That was huge.
I mean, you seem like you have a lot of support from the fan base, and just did you feed off that?
No, yeah. Leading up to tonight, man, it was crazy to see how much love I was getting from people on campus, people on social media, and to hear that crowd react like that, the way they did when I checked in the game. Like, I couldn't do any wrong, I felt like, I had the utmost amount of confidence going in, when I checked in.
When you actually get into the game and, you're starting to get a feel for everything, you're knocking down some of those jumpers early, just what are the interactions like with some of your teammates, Like Dave said, you haven't been in the game very much these past couple of games and things like that, but how are they kind of there supporting you in the moment, kind of hyping you up and getting you going?
Just being themselves, having encouraging words to say, hyping me up, high five and stuff like that, chest bumps and stuff, just being themselves, nothing out of the ordinary.
it seemed like you were pretty locked in on the defensive end as well. Just in terms of the preparation, how much were you really locked in, thinking about that as much as your offensive game this late down
Yeah,
the stretch?
no, I would say, being able or having to sit, this period of time, I've been able to watch, and learn a lot, sitting on the sideline, and having to stay engaged. I think it's really hard to do. And we've already played Penn State before. I've been locked in practice to our scout. How are we going to guard a certain team? I think the defensive side of the ball has been a huge piece, of my game that I haven't really, tapped into, since I've been at Purdue. And if you want to play for Penn, you have to be able to guard, and get a rebound. So more than anything, I was happy. I was a little bit pleased with myself with the way I played, on that side of the ball. For